When I first started working with production, you start getting familiar with editing, chopping, copying and pasting. And I think a lot of people do, you kind of go through this phase of just being like, I can just chop up everything and copy and paste everything, and we only need to record one chorus and that's it, and I'll just edit the rest. And that's fine if you want to take that approach, and certain styles of music, it definitely lends itself better. Or perhaps you have this rock singer who doesn't have great technique and he can only belt out a few takes anyway, so you don't want to overstretch him and make him sing a whole song. But personally, I much prefer, if I can, to just get the singer to sing the whole track, even if it's 3 choruses the same. Naturally, there's going to be just variation in those choruses, in dynamics. If we can put variation in melody, then great, just for development, just for new interesting things to listen to. Because I hate it when you just listen to 3 choruses and they're exactly the same, and it's just been copied and pasted. No one's done anything more than that. That's a personal thing, you know, and it does depend on the genre and the style you're going for. So it's also another thing that people tend to do is, when you realize you can do it, is you start, I think a lot of people go into the studio in their head and they think, oh, it's okay, I can just record a few lines at a time. Yeah, you can. But what happens is if you start focusing on 2 smaller sections, the whole thing just becomes disjointed because you're singing in slightly different places in your voice on each take in each area of the track. So again, I wonder sometimes, I think the clients probably think I'm pulling their leg a bit, because I'm just like, what we're going to do is record whole takes. I'm just going to record a couple of whole takes, we'll comp it, and then we'll see where we are. So that's what I like to do, basically. You can see here what I have. I've just done 3 whole takes of this. In between each take, I might have given a bit of feedback on a certain part, maybe that was a bit shaky, or that we could do a bit better. And then what I've done is I've comped those 3 takes together, and then just made a note of any little bits. As you can see here, we've done a drop in that I thought maybe we could just got better again. And then, so I do full takes, comp it, decide whether it's all there or not. If it's not there, then we start focusing on drop-ins and getting into individual lines or words. But I don't take that attitude from the get-go, because you just start to lose all concept of what's going on with the voice, and it all just becomes disjointed. And sometimes people think they can, oh, that one word in that line I was singing doesn't sound great. Can we just drop in for that? No, because it'll sound terrible when it's edited together. You need like a nice natural break in the lyric, in the line, to be able to edit it in naturally and make it work. So obviously this depends on the talent of the singer. Some singers are better than others. Some singers might really struggle to record full takes. So you gotta use your own kind of judgment and know what you can push your singer to do, which is quite difficult because you always want to push for better and harder and do this, but you have to know the point where they're struggling, and you have to just go, okay, that's good, that's great, we'll do that.